Big poppin', money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me big poppin'. Money in the bank coming, dropping a deposit. Having it my way, so I got these bitches watching. Steady getting to it, couldn't fit it in my pocket. Flexing everything, baby, tell me what the topic.
What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to the bar. It's your girl Henny, and I'm about to pour plenty of the hot Henny that y'all love to sip on. So if you are new here, welcome. Please be sure to like, comment, and of course subscribe. Click that notification bell, select all so that you get notified whenever I do a video. And if you are a returning Mob Down Henny gang member, yeah. Now let's get into these hot content topics. And if you can tell from the thumbnail on this video, you know that we are going to be talking about the Jigga Man. And no, we are not talking about his son. And no, we are not talking about the Jane Doe Busby conspiracy soap opera Days of Our Lives drama that has been spinning around these internet streets. Oh, nay. We are talking about Jay-Z being caught up in the midst of some lawsuits that have to do with fraud, illegal transactions, and eggs trafficking fundings going on. And they were doing all of this on a very popular app called Cashapp. Have y'all noticed that whenever I talk about this particular mogul, that my views and everything below on those videos? Like the last time I did a video on Jay-Z, I was talking about the Jane Doe case. That video only got 200 views. And y'all see what them numbers is looking like right now. Every time I talk about Jay-Z, I think Rock Nation has some type of something in the algorithm. I don't know. Because I see other people's channels not get those low ratings. Maybe I'm just not in the algorithm, or maybe it's a conspiracy. We're popping to that. She need to put her tinfoil kufi on. Because I think it's a conspiracy. Anyway, so I know y'all want to know about what is going on with Jay-Z, because this case has nothing to do with his child. Or alleged son, excuse me. So, Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter, and Jack Dorsey is also the CEO of Block Inc. We getting into it. Of Block. And they're caught up in a courtroom battle over a massive business deal gone sour, guys. So Jay-Z and Jack Dorsey partnered up with a high profile deal with the Dorsey's company Block. Okay. He acquired Jay-Z's title for a cool $300 million. But now the legal smoke is thick because Block's employees are accusing Dorsey of favoring Jay-Z over them, saying the deal was shady and it left them with less ownership in the company than they deserved. Meanwhile, investors are taking legal actions, claiming that Dorsey and his board acted recklessly by prioritizing Jay-Z instead of their financial interest. And let's not forget that Cashapp is involved with Block. And now, Jay-Z himself is being dragged into the fire with the claims that his role in the company and the deals, they weren't transparent. Because they're supposed to be transparent with stuff like that. They weren't being transparent. Okay. So now we gonna get into this Jay-Z case. Now, if you're looking at the screen, you see that this says November 15th of 2023. This has been going on for a while, okay? And Jack Dorsey, okay, blocked the board because he was being sued by the board to win the appeal of the Jay-Z deal litigation. So let's get into it. All right. So in 2021, Jay-Z partnered with Jack Dorsey. okay, to sell the majority stake of title to Block Inc. All right. He also joined Block's board of directors. Jay-Z, that is, joined Block's board of directors, right? So now, fast forward to what's going on right this second. There's 2 lawsuits that have dropped, claiming that the whole deal was shady as hell, and that Jay-Z is one of the named defendants in this case. All right. So Block Inc. allegedly facilitated fraud. Let me get to the case for y'all. Okay. This is the case right here. Right there. And for those who want to say he ain't named, he right there. Sean Carter. Okay. All right. So they accused them of fraud, facilitated fraud, money laundering, and even illegal transactions through Cashapp and Square. Now, for those of y'all who was paying the Bud Man through Square and Cashapp, y'all did this. All right. But Jay-Z, as a board member, they're alleging was aware and that he ignored all the red flags of this going on. Okay. So the lawsuit says that the illegal activities were rampant, including money laundering, child exploitation, eggs trafficking, drug sales, and even terrorism financing. This was all going on Cash App. Child, I know that something was going on because I sent some money one time to somebody and put the person's name in the name tag, and the name was like the same name as something like Cuba or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying a name. And they was like, I had to verify the transaction and all of this. And this was last year. But anyway, we're going to start with the Donald Wallace case. We're going to start here. So this is brought up by Donald Wallace, the first case, because there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. This one right here is a class action lawsuit. Okay. And the reason why you see his name right here again, his name is right here. So you can't say Henny's lying. His name is right there. Okay. So in this class action lawsuit, the shareholders are coming for all of them. Okay. In this lawsuit, it claims that Jay-Z and other executives knew Block Inc. had compliance issues, but didn't do anything. All right. It also alleges that they lied to shareholders about their anti-money laundering policies. And Block's stock dropped 77% because of all the drama that was going on with it. Meaning that all of these people that are in this lawsuit, this class action lawsuit, lost a lot of money. Do you hear me? And you know, when people start losing money, people start to get to suing. Okay. Now, Jay-Z wasn't just a celebrity partner. Okay. He was on the board. You got to understand that he was on the board. That means that he had a say in how Block as a company was run. Okay. The lawsuit claims that Jay-Z knew Cash App was being used for some illegal shit, but didn't push for better compliance. So my thing is, I don't know how he would know. I'm not in that side of business, but these shareholders are saying he knew, and he did absolutely nothing about it. Okay, it's saying that he was paid $300,000 a year as a board member just for his seat. Plus, he was given stock benefits. And that's the thing that those people was complaining about right there. All right. So Block, the allegations are that Block failed to conduct basic due diligence on its customers and that they allowed illegal activity to flourish. All right. Now, Jay-Z may not be the main culprit, but as a board member, he was legally responsible for making sure Block ran right. Okay. And this lawsuit says that he failed to do that. That's what all of this is. Okay. So we're going to read a little bit of this lawsuit. The nature of the action, it says this is a stockholder derivative action brought by plaintiff, a stockholder of Block on behalf. Am I sharing this? I'm not sharing it. Sorry, y'all. All right. All right. It says that on behalf of the company against the defendants, this action alleges breach of fiduciary duty by the board and senior executive officers occurring from at least February 26th of 2020 to April 30th of 2024. During that time, the defendants caused or allowed Block to issue or make materially false and misleading statements concerning the company's financial condition and business operations. During February 26th, between February 26, 2020 and April 30th of 2024, defendants claimed that Block had implemented an anti-money laundering and AML program designed to prevent our payment network from being used to facilitate money laundering, terroristic financing, and other illicit activities. Now, let me do this. What are you talking about? Okay. All right. So, defendants also stated that this compliance program was designed to prevent Block's network from being used to facilitate business in countries or with persons or entities included on designated lists promulgated by the U.S. Department of Treasury or of foreign assets controls and equivalent applicable foreign authorities. So basically, he's saying that they're saying that what they did was they did not comply with not allowing countries who are on this list to not be able to use the app. They allowed them to use the app. Okay. So defendants touted Block's policy procedures, reporting protocols, and internal controls, including the designation of an AML compliance officer and its vetting and monitoring of the transactions on Block's platform, which defendants claim address the company's legal and regulatory requirements and were designed to assist in managing risks associated with money laundering and terroristic financing. Cashapp was money laundering, y'all. These and similar representations made by defendants are materially false and misleading. In actuality, Block failed to implement even basic due diligence and know your customer protocols, effectively creating a sanctuary for criminal activities on its Square and Cash App platforms. As a result, numerous illegal activities proliferated on Block's products. Namely, company customers used Block products to engage in money laundering, child eggs abuse, eggs trafficking, drug trafficking, terroristic financing, contract unalivings, and illicit payments to entities and persons subject to economic sanctions. Now, wait a minute. How you know all of this was going on, sir? How do you know? Block failed to report thousands of suspicious transactions to regulatory authorities, permitted customers subject to sanctions alerts to complete transactions before the alerts were resolved, and failed to screen customer biographies against sanctions keyword list. So there's a list that these countries, you're not allowed to do business with them. But apparently they dropped the ball on making sure that they were not doing business on Cash App and Square, but they were still doing business on Cash App and Square and giving them a heads up to hurry up and complete the transaction before it rang the alarm on them. Child, you want to say that Jay-Z was sitting up here doing this? Now, this one, I'm sorry, y'all. I get what they're saying, that as a member of the board, that he was supposed to he had some type of obligation to make sure that the company was safe, but never mind. Former employees later revealed that defendants failed to take remedial measures even after senior Block leadership was alerted to these shortfalls, despite numerous red flags, which led to multiple whistleblower complaints and probes by regulators. As a result of defendant's wrongful acts and omission, the market value of Block Class A common stock dropped 77% to a low of less than $66 per share from its peak of over $289 per share, and investors suffered significant financial losses and economical damages. Now let's stop right there. I can read on, but let's stop right there and let's just highlight this part right here. Okay? And investors suffered significant financial losses and economical damages. So you're telling me that this was going on for a very long time and whistleblowers were blowing the whistle on all of this, right? But y'all allowed it to continue on. But now the way it's coming off to me, oh, we done lost a whole lot of money. And now that we done lost a whole lot of money, we about to sue to get our money back. We're not even really like, you're not even really, are you really suing for this reason? Is this really the reason why this lawsuit is here? And is that really why you have Jay-Z listed above not above Jack Dorsey in the complaint, but is this why this lawsuit is? Let me show y'all something really quickly that I came across when I was looking this up. When all of this was going on back when the lawsuit first happened in 2023, in 2024, Black Enterprise wrote an article on this and said that Block staff purportedly told not to mention Jay-Z in company communications. Staff has been given stern warnings from management that there should be no mention of Jay-Z. Say what? So they were not allowed to mention his name. I wouldn't mention his name either if I was them. I'm just saying, I wouldn't mention their name. I wouldn't mention his name either. Oh, this is the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. I can actually start closing some of these down once I've already covered them. Hold on. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, because I'm about to get it back up on the screen for y'all. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I can hear y'all. Don't yell at me. Okay, I don't like it when y'all yell at me. I'm covering part of the document, but I'm also scrolling. I'm also scrolling, so you can see when I'm scrolling. Right? Yes, this is what I'm saying. How do you know? How do you know that all of that was going on? Well, guess what? This is not the only lawsuit that has come. That is just the class action lawsuit, okay? So let me tell y'all what blew this all out the water, okay? So what blew all of this out of the water was back on March of 2023, a company called Hindenburg Research released an explosive report exposing Block, okay? They basically said that Block's entire business was shady and Cashapp was full of fake accounts, scammers, and even criminals. Now, let me get y'all to the court document because now we got to go into the second lawsuit. This lawsuit right here. This is the lawsuit. We just gonna call him Mr. Patel because I don't know. Viraj Patel, I believe Patel is his name. Let me get this on the screen so y'all can see it too. Hold on. Boom. Viraj Patel. Okay. Now, this was filed on 2/5 of 2025. When was that other one filed? Let me just go back over here real quick. This was filed on 3/4. So actually we should have went the way that I was going to go. We should have went that way. But I went this way instead. Whatever. we still getting the court docs out. I may just sit and do a recorded video of these by themselves. Because I'm a little rusty today, y'all. I'm just a little rusty. Anyway. All right. So let me get to that part of the document, y'all. Is it in here? Okay, so now basically what they saying is that Cashapp is full of criminals, okay? And in 2024, whistleblowers actually stepped forward and said that Block was letting criminals move money through their system with little to no oversight. All right. Now that came from the Hindenburg report. As a result, Block is now under investigation by the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. Okay, the SEC. And the Department of DOJ. The DOJ is after them too. Okay. Block stock, I told y'all it went from $289 to less than $66, and that it dropped 77%. All right. So Jay-Z's lawyers are saying that he ain't got nothing to do with this. They say he ain't got nothing to do with this. But the lawyers are looking for damages, meaning that they want him and other the lawsuits, are looking for damages. They want him and other board members to pay. Okay. They took a loss, he got to pay up. Okay. And if this case keeps going, Jay-Z may have to testify under oath. And if any real dirt comes out, this could be really bad for him. This could be really bad for him. Now, we've already talked about the shares. I'm going to start right here. It says on May 1st of 2024, NBC News reported that federal prosecutors were investigating the company for allegations by former employees that Block had failed to conduct basic due diligence on its customers. Square had processed thousands of transactions involving countries subject to economic sanctions, including Cuba. Didn't I say Cuba? I told y'all I did something with Cuba, one in the name, but that was the person's name. And that was last year. But anyway, Cuba, Iran, Russia, and Venezuela. And Block had processed multiple cryptocurrency transactions for terroristic groups. The two NBC News reports corroborated the allegations contained in the Hindenburg report. On this news, the price of Block stock declined 8% in one day, from a close of $73 per share on April 30th of 2024 to close at $66.84 per share on May 1st. Okay. They keep talking about these damn shares, but we gonna have to get this Hindenburg report. Okay, hold on. They start talking about the Hindenburg report. Okay, so right here is where the Hindenburg starts, and that's what we're going to read. On March 23rd of 2003, Hindenburg Research published a report, the Hindenburg report, alleging that Block's explosive growth was driven by the company's willingness to facilitate fraud against consumers and the government, avoid regulations, dress up predatory loans and fees as regulatory technology, and mislead investors with inflated metrics. The Hindenburg report revealed that Cashapp was widely used for inter alia, as we've said, all that stuff: eggs trafficking, drug trafficking, consumer scams, COVID-19 relief fraud, and even contract unaliving payments, explaining that Cashapp's embrace of non-compliance begins by making it easy for users to get on the platform, easy for them to get back on the platform if their accounts are closed, and easy to remain anonymous or operate under blatantly false identities. The Hindenburg report further detailed interviews from former Block employees who explained that the company systematically suppressed internal and user compliant related and user compliance related to rampant fraudulent and criminal activity on the company's platform. On this news, the price of Block stock declined 15% in one day from the close of $72.65 per share on March 22nd, 2023 to close at $61.88 per share on March 23rd of 2023. So these people, this Hindenburg, let me see if I can find that Hindenburg report real quick for y'all. Cause y'all need that Hindenburg. Cause we need. I want to know. How did they know? How did they go in there and figure this out? Like that's the part right there for me. Like, how did y'all figure this out? That all of this illegal activity was going on. And like, how did they know that how did they know about the contract unalivings? I'm just curious. How did they know that? How did you know? Hold on. I'm about to see if we could get that Hindenburg report up. Yeah, I'm gonna have. I hate when this happens. I can't get what I need. Now I'm mad. Anyway, let's just come back over here. No, there's no trolls in the chat at all. There's nothing to troll me for. Okay, so they started naming some of these board holders, and they said Dorsey beneficially owned 1 million shares in Block. Jay-Z served as a member on the board since May of 2021, according to the company's public filing, and Carter received $289,720 in May of 2023 in compensation from the company. As of May 31st, 2024, defendant Carter beneficially owns 38,073 shares of Class A Block common stock worth roughly $3.1 million. Dorsey's share is roughly worth $81.5 million. Roloff Botha has a stock worth $102.7 million. Child, this is a lot. Yes, we need that Hindenburg report, honey. We gonna find that. But I don't think we gonna find it tonight. I don't think we're gonna find it tonight because my other program is not working right now. Maybe it's too many windows open. I don't know. So I'm gonna close some of these windows out and see what happens. But in the meantime and in between time, y'all, this is a whole behind mess. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And Jay-Z is being named in this Block Inc. lawsuit because he is a shareholder. And apparently there was a whole lot going on Cashapp that we didn't even know about. We didn't even know it. And now if this case continues on with this Block stuff, Jay-Z is going to have to go into court and he's going to have to testify because he's a member on the board. Let's see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to keep you up to date on all the hot henny as it unfolds with all of these legal documents. I also have some more hot henny coming for y'all. But in the meantime and in between time, y'all be good. How y'all be good? Love is always love, y'all. Thank y'all for all of the love and support. Shout out to the replay gang, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.